finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set. Ready. Ball ready. Set.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's brought down at the 30.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Let's go. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
To the air is Rattler. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rattler from the gun, third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. There's some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
A gain of 15. First down.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. And his pass incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number 1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. You look at the Saints defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try to knock it loose.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. First down, a 16-yard gain.
Haven't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It's running. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback. His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Now Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Rattler. He completes it to Olave.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 26 yards.
And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Martinez. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Let's go now.
2nd and 13. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Now 3rd down and very long. Now they'll audible to something else.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Black 40.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the Saints' 18-yard line.
Back to throw again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Panther 11, 18 Cardinals. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Saints 13. Metcalf takes the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready. 60 reps. 60 reps.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Van. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Saints 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 35, here's a second down and 9.
Press all 80.
He'll drop to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He completes this to Walker.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Gets past one man. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did. Well, it was you.
Be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Steps away, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Rattler. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. But drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Horton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Deputy! Deputy Lion! Ready!
Running left is Walker.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On play action, Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit out and back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Rattler wants to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler.
Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more is Rattler. That's a long way, bringing in another one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The score, Saints 48, Seahawks 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Pushing his way through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score in this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
14-yard line.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Throw out wide to Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And pressure gets to him again. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Things started off exciting in this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week.